Welcome everyone to episode 26 of Empyrion Galactic Survival. Empyrion for Noobs. In this episode, I'm going to see if we can get the Eclipse that we brought in a couple episodes ago, outfitted for interstellar travel. Well, in fact, it would need a warp tank even to go to another planet. The ship, being as cheap as it is, inexpensive I should say, has no armaments, and also has no warp drive, warp fuel tank. So really it can't go anywhere other than our planet and its neighborhood. Immediate neighborhood, its orbit, as you need a warp drive to get anywhere else in the solar system. So we're going to see if we can fix that problem. I have to go over here and remind myself just what are the stats on this thing. P. You see we're almost maxed out on CPU, which means we need to stick in a tier 2 before we do anything else to give us more CPU points to spend for our warp tank, warp drive. So we need a CPU upgrade. For a CV, might not even be unlocked at the moment. Yeah, it's not unlocked. Let's see. We got lots of points here. We probably should just unlock everything. The CV does have a gravity generator, however. We won't be using these. Those are extremely expensive for CPU. If you look at your CPU there, 1.25 million CPU for each one of those. Ridiculous. And 75,000 for all of those. We may not be using RCSs at all for the time being. Here's our T2 extender. And we probably should unlock the tier 3s as well. Warp drive. Container controllers are already unlocked. We're going to have to expand our storage some. Let's see. Let's unlock that. And a detector. Maybe a teleporter. And a shield. Let's see, that's 33,000 for the T2 shield. T1 shield is 18,000. No, yeah, 18,100. All right. Okay, there's the T2 extender. Should have no trouble making that. Jollies, let's see what is the size of this thing here. 3 wide by 2 high by 5 long. We'll have to find some place in our ship for that. And let's see, it uses 40,000 CPU. And the tank uses 400, so that's nothing really. Right. I do believe this CV has a Wi-Fi in it, so put our little Wi-Fi signal over on the other side there. I'm gonna need one of those. So. All right, where do I want to stick? CPU extender. Maybe I'll stick it up there. Why not? Now let's look at our CPU. We have 500,000 to play with now. Okay, I'm going to hit F4 and attach myself to the constructor over there on my base. And let us see about making the CV warp drive. It's pretty good. All it had to manufacture were more motors. We had all the other junk for it. And yes, we want the pentaxid tank as well. The hull shield. We might even be able to make that. 3 by 3 by 3. It's same size as a furnace. All right. Let's see, where can I put this monstrosity? Attach it to the ceiling, perhaps? Yeah, actually, that's not too bad. Sort of fits right in there. I'm assuming it won't come crashing down on my head. I don't know. It needs support underneath it, or... And let's see, the tank. There's a sensor there. Find someplace else for this tank. There's openings there for more fuel tanks, so I'll keep that clear. There's our gravity generator. If we have another space over on this side. Yeah, perhaps we'll stick it in that corner there. Damn tree in the way there. Stick it up there for the time being. Alright, let's see where we're at. 238. We'll probably have to add more fuel tanks and probably more generators. Got more stuff here sucking up the juice. Shield generator. That's the tier 1. Did I unlock? The tier 2? Let's unlock a big generator. We may need it. Oh. The T2 cannot be crafted. You have to make it one of these and then upgrade. Okay. And this thing is a monstrosity. God only knows where I can put it. It's 3 by 3 by 3. It's such a small ship. Let's go upstairs. I think later on we'll want to enclose this just to protect ourselves from all the radiation that it puts out. Let's see, 3 by 3 by 3. Looks like it would fit in here if we removed that ramp. Get up on the roof here. And I suppose we could stick it on the roof as well. It is a tiny ship. Maybe we'll live without the shields. But it is very risky, especially on a ship without any armament. I mean, we could always run away. We'll be taking hits as we are running away. Also, this ship is severely underpowered. Who knows if it'll even lift off with all this stuff in it. I think there's nothing else to do, but put some fuel in it, see what happens. Let's hit P. We'll turn our power on from here and see what happens with our if we're consuming more power than we're making. Okay. We're only using 1.2K at the moment. Seem to lift off all right. And we're only using 42% as we lifting off. That's not too bad. Alright, well I think that'll work. Now we gotta take care of our storage problem. And I'm thinking this looks like a good spot for I could fill out this space with the container controllers as a wall right here. So let's make our CV container controller. 960 CPU. And the extensions are 960 a piece. Make that. Alright, let's see here. This thing is sort of asymmetrical. Our elevator is not centered. I think I'm going to need to pull up these railings. Pull up those half blocks there. See. Yeah, I can get rid of that. All right. Fill that in. No. Just be irradiating all of our goods. My gun can't reach it. see how much space is in there. 144,000. It's not a heck of a lot, but let's see, maybe we can expand it a little bit. Let's see, do we have something similar? Yeah, that might do. Of course, that might have been a mistake, because I think the ammo controllers. Oh, those are grow plots. That's fine. Container extensions are here. Oh, we're good. We're separated. These are the ammo containers are there. All right. I don't know. What do we want to color this stuff? I'll just go with basic. Look at our CPU. Good, we're just a little over half. And our volume is 200, 250. Okay, it's not a great deal, but it'll be enough. This is, after all, a very small CV. Let's look at our stats on the fuel and go up into the cockpit here. I have nearly full tanks. See how long this is going to run. Oh yeah, that seems fine. I don't think we have to add any more fuel tanks at the moment. And let me turn this on and see what happens when we turn on the warp drive. Well, that's right, you can't turn on the warp drive, it's just on. Right? Set F4. Check our pentaxid tank here. And I believe all of our pentaxid is in a small vessel at the moment. So we're going to have to get it out of there. Leave the stuff there for it to use. And move all this into there. And it looks like we have, that's our full pentaxid tank. Very good. Oxygen, we should fill the oxygen up. I'm sure this place is enclosed. Why don't we take her out for a little shakedown run here. We'll do a quick warp somewhere and come back, see what the power usage is like. This is odd. Why is our speed going to nothing? Using 41.8% of our power. Okay. Now hit P. Make sure our oxygen is turned on. Now we can take our helmet off. Alright, let's look at our map. And our solar system map. Take a quick trip to... what kind of moon is that? Snow? Barren? Snow, barren? Really nothing interesting in this system. Well, let's head on out to there. I said we just want to see how she's going to handle on fuel usage and such. There's our... Now if the ship had shields, we'd have to take the shields down before we can warp. Start moving in that direction. We'll hit the K key. There's the Gamma Moon, and there's something. Xerox Gas Refinery. Civilian Way Station. It seemed to handle the trip okay. What do they have out there? Titanium, lithium, cobalt, and silicon. Alright, seems to be working fine. So let's head on home. Might be worthwhile to attack that Xerox gas refinery. Just because we like attacking the Xerox. The K key. Right, let's head on home again. Right down there. And yeah, she's pretty slow. You can see the 57 meters per second, so definitely need to do some upgrading on the thrusters for this. I think we have enough junk to do that. Alright, coming in to home. All situated right side up here. Rather dark night there. Really should build a large landing pad for this. Right. Now normally, with a ship like this, and if you had crops growing and everything, you would have to leave it turned on, of course. Else your crops would die and everything in your fridges would die, and wouldn't want that. I think that will work fine. We're now warp capable. Try our bottom exit here. Alright, we have to figure out how we're going to upgrade this. The top priority are lifting thrusters and forward thrusters. see what we have here. Should have checked before I left. Let's see, we have our side thrusters there. Hit the P key here. Look at devices. Thrusters. Alright, right now we have 2 small thrusters. Up. We have 2 thrall thrusters on the left-hand side. On the bottom we have 4 thrusters, lifting thrusters. We have 2 on the right. We have 8 beneath the ship. Assuming they're beneath the ship. For lifting all of our weight. And 4 forward thrusters. We could probably look forward to upgrading these to thrusters L. Perhaps these as well. We can keep the side thrusters. These are all maneuvering thrusters. The thruster B and the thrusters F. That's your forward and back thrusters, so they're equalized. But they don't have to be. Yeah. Generally, you can have more forward thrust. You just won't be able to slow down as fast. Let's see what kind of raw materials we have in storage here. And this thing should have been turned off. How much power did we lose here? Oh no, we're still going up. No problem. Let's look at our home storage here. If we wanted to, we could move all this stuff over into the other ship. We do need to upgrade the large constructor in the big ship to a advanced constructor. We can do that with just our upgrade tool. But we need to see if we have what it takes for better thrusters for the CV. Did I unlock any of them? Probably not. Yeah, thruster S, thruster M. Let's see, these are just slightly larger versions. Take up 2 block spaces rather than 1. These are much, much larger. 2x4. And these are just plain dog nuts. Huge. You want these on your Star Destroyers, yeah. It's unlocked here for a CPU as well. So these thrusters M take up roughly twice to almost 2.5 times as much CPU as these. And let's see, what is their thrust? 18.1 million newtons. These are 7.2, so yeah, these are a very big improvement. don't know if it would do to replace all of those thrusters on the ship. The lifting thrusters and the forward thrusters. With those, it might be alright. I have to do some maths. And if it does not work, really we're talking about CPU points here. We'll have to make the extenders, the T3 extenders for the CV. And once again, you need to make 2 of them. And you see, we do have enough for one of them at least. Let's see, 2 large atomic bridges. And we have 3. And the flux coils, we got tons of flux coils. So it's mainly the optronic bridge. We can make 1 of them, and we'd have to manufacture 1 more large optomic bridge. And that is made out of 15 gold ingots, which we have. Small optomic bridges, which we have. Just 1. Oscillators, 80, which we have tons of. And dysprosium alloy, 50, which we have tons of. So yes, we could make 2 of those T3 extenders for our big ship. No problem with the stuff that we have. Let's see what our thrusters would cost us. Titanium plates, 20 a piece. We got tons of titanium plates. Oscillators, got lots of oscillators. Flex coils. We have some flex coils, not a lot. And flex coils are made out of titanium rods, which we have a lot of. Neodymium and cobalt alloy. Yeah, we might just be scraping by getting those thrusters made. But I think that'll be for tomorrow. For now, I think I'll call it a day. We did get our big ship ready to cruise the stars, and tomorrow we'll see about upgrading it even more. As always, thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you again tomorrow.